seeing you for the first time back in the early 70s and seeing you now, to me, you look exactly the same.
You know, I feel the same, except that I was drunk then.
Well, I don't think you were quite that drunk. Yeah, were you in the very beginning?
You know, it was funny. I was the most functional alcoholic on the planet. You never knew I was drunk.
No, not in the beginning.
I was Dean Martin. Yeah, I mean, I was that golden buzz that kind of went on. I came up with the Jimi Hendrixes and the Jim Morrisons. They were our big brothers.
Yeah.
And you had to drink with them. You couldn't just sit there and, you know, have a Coke.
You
had to drink with these guys. Yeah. And they all died at 27 years old. I mean, you know.
So crazy. You've been sober for how long?
32 years.
I'm only 33 years old. That's amazing. You got sober a year
I got
after
sober right
born?
when you were born. Yeah,
that's amazing.
It was an honor of you. Yeah. You were born and I said, I'm stopping drinking right now because...
Okay, your whole career has been this Alice Cooper character, you know.
Yeah.
And do you ever feel like where you would just be yourself and just go out there and do that? Have you ever thought about making that change? Was there ever a point?
In the last 5, maybe 6, 7 years, I've actually gone up and started jamming with bands. Whereas I never did that before. Never went out without my makeup on, never went out, you know, on stage. There's 2 different people there. There's the character I developed, who is Alice, you know, and he's got his own personality, he's got his own sense of humor, he's got his own persona, and I become him up there. But let's say me and you go up and play rock and roll with a band. No, I'm Levi's and this. I come from a bar. I played in bars much longer than anybody thinks. I was for 6, 7 years. All good bands started in little dumpy bars, playing 4 sets a night, and that's how you get good.
But in your career, it's like, you know, the thought of, you know, got people like Kiss. They've tried to scrap it. How many times did they try to say we're going out without our makeup, and they play for 400 people? They put it back on. They play for 40,000. You know?
No, I respect Alice, the character. I really respect, and I refer to him in the third person all the time. You know, when Shep and
you are right now.
Yeah,
right?
we talk about,
Shep
and I talk about Alice. They said, well, would Alice wear that? I go, I don't think so. You know, or would Alice say that? My kids, when my kids were growing up, the video would come on, and they would go, oh, look, Alice is on. And I would go, oh, yeah, look. They know I play Alice, but they've never seen Alice at home.
Something else that I've always been tripped out on you is that you was such a villain. You know, me growing up, I mean, we're the same age, but I, like say, you made it before me. So I'm looking up to you like, wow, look at this guy. I mean, I didn't know if you were real or not. I thought you were probably real. As a matter of fact, I thought this guy's really a freaking evil bastard, you know, here. And then all of a sudden you show up on the Hollywood Squares. Yeah. And I did not like that.
Well, a lot of fans didn't like it. What it was I said,
it freaked me out.
I love to put Alice in places he didn't belong. So I purposely did Hollywood Squares. I did
hanging out with Groucho Marx.
Yeah, I love Groucho Marx.
Taking pictures with all the wrong people.
Yeah, but I mean, I wanted to make Alice part of that Hollywood scene, only still doesn't fit.
But do you think that it hurt your family? I don't know about your career at that point.
There was a career dip there because
with record sales or with the live performance.
It was it was right when the disco plague happened.
Well, yeah, that took a bite out of a lot of people.
It took all of us hard rock guys and set us way back, and they'd only play our ballads. I'm impressed now, but like I said at the time, I thought, oh man, this is bullshit. Show. I mean, I was over you. Not like I hate this guy. We just like, he's a phony. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was a calculated risk. It really was. Yeah. And the thing about it was Shep and I talked and said, do we want to just leave Alice alone and just say, well, that's over? We never once made a record that wasn't a hard rock record. Every record we made was hard rock.
Do you ever feel like a hypocrite in any way about, you know, with this alter ego that, you know, this guy that you are, this Alice character that is a villain and a dark guy, and some young kids taking that serious? And
my favorite rock star is
you're
still
okay
Alice
with
Cooper.
all that?
Yeah, but the character Alice Cooper is still my favorite rock star.
You're still okay with him. And what do you do to balance that in your real life? Philanthropy of some kind, or you take care of kids? You have a foundation?
You know, I'm Christian. Yeah. I go to church every Sunday. I Bible study.
Yeah, but do you go to like ask for forgiveness or do you
Oh yeah, all the time. If you're a Christian, you're asking for forgiveness all the time.
Sunday,
you spend all your time asking for forgiveness when you're a Christian. But you know, I think people have the wrong focus on Christianity. It's it's a one-on-one relationship with Christ. That's what it is. Yeah. It's not what you see on television and church with this and that and that. That happens and everything. That's great. But it's a one-on-one relationship, and it doesn't interfere with Alice Cooper. I mean, there are songs I won't do now. But 18, School's Out, I mean, all the horror songs are fun. I mean, there was nothing ever satanic about Alice Cooper.
Bucket list. What do you want to do? What's in you?
I would love to see an Alice Broadway play.
Ooh.
You know, with somebody else playing me, but with me telling the guy playing me how to play Alice, because there's a great story there.
There is a great story. I can see that in a second.
Yeah,
but I mean, what about outside of your musical thing? Do you have like, you know, you want to save the world in some kind of way? Do you want to build a building?
We are never going to run out of kids in trouble.
Yeah.
We are never going to run out of teenagers in trouble. And the Solid Rock Foundation, the thing that we started 14 years ago, I said, what is the one thing, if you take a kid from the worst ghetto and a kid from the greatest house in Beverly Hills and put them in a room, what are they going to talk about? Who are you listening to? What's music? What's your music? So if that's the common denominator, take that 15-year-old kid that's already born into the gangs, mom and dad are both in gangs, and they're arguing about which gang he's going to be in, not if he's going to be in a gang. And that kid goes, I want to play guitar though. Well, we opened that place for him to play that guitar.
And you have musical instruments and things?
They learn guitar, bass, drums, everything free. And so we get 25, 30 kids a day in there. 100 kids, some 150 kids a week that are religious about showing up. And it's a Christian nonprofit, but we're not beating them over the head with the Bible. We're not doing anything. We're just saying, play rock and roll.
Yeah.
You know?
Music gives you a focus and a direction. In sports, you know, things something that you love, but everyone loves music.
Everybody
no one would
music.
not want to play music.
Well, everybody identifies with somebody in music.
We got to wind it up, Alice, but honestly, I could talk to you for 100 years, and I've known you for 100 years. And
we come from the same school.
And I wish I knew you. I keep telling everybody, I know I've known Alice for a long time, but I really don't know him. I'm not sure I know you anymore, but I know you've got a good heart, and your heart's in the right place. And you're a talented son of a gun. You've been around a long time, and there's a reason for that.
Well, thank you, man. Thank you.